bright city lights have neither dimmed the flame nor broken the circle. Here, honor is still the code.
And honor is a reward far greater than gold when earned before one's own people. Wearing the crown is an honor she skates to prolong, while her American compatriot has her family's honor to enhance. And a teenager could bring honor to her country by becoming the first Korean to medal at this event.
You are measured against the past and by all those in your presence.
The pairs teams from China perform as if their pride is at stake with every move. The standard bearers and the challengers both consider the pursuit of perfection an obligation.
From heaven and earth, your loved ones are watching. Honor them at the World Figure Skating Championships.
Tokyo, Japan, as fast-paced and modern a city as you'll find anywhere in the world, but part of a country that certainly honors its past and keeps alive its traditions. And right now, they're skating crazy. They've gotten into this sport in a big way here. We welcome you to another night of coverage at the ISU World Figure Skating Championships presented by Olay. Tonight, not one, but two championships to be decided here in the pairs and in the ladies event. And hi, everybody, I'm Terry Gannon, alongside the Olympic champions, Dick Button and Peggy Fleming. They won a few world titles along the way in their careers as well. We'll talk about the pairs a little bit later. Let's focus on the ladies right now. We come off an extraordinary night, really one of the best nights of skating with their short program we remember in a long time. 6 of the top 7 recorded personal bests, and Peggy, the top 4 all did triples.
Oh, it was a magnificent night watching them. It was very inspiring, and I think the top 5 ladies are going to push each other over the years, and I think it's really nice to see our sport being pushed both technically and artistically, and they are all capable of doing very artistic programs. They're all, capable of doing triple combinations and things like triple axels and quad jumps even. So it's going to be very interesting in the years to come, because that's what you want out of a competitor, is to push you and make you better. And I think we're going to see some good skating in the years to come. But you can be the best skater in the world, but if you can't handle the pressure when they call your name and you step out there, it does you no good. So it's going to come down to who can handle that pressure, and it's going to be interesting to watch.
We saw Yuna Kim, the 16-year-old from Korea, post the highest number ever for a lady in the short program. Asada, one small mistake. She's all the way down in 5th. And Dick, the landscape has certainly changed. We've got Korea, Japan, and Italy represented in the top 3. For years, it was the U.S. against Russia. Kimmie Meissner, though, is still in it. She's in 4th.
Well, what really intrigues me is not the change in country, the geographical change. It's the character, the style, the elegance, the sophistication, the technical ability of these gals. And as each year goes by, they change even more. I mean, the difference between Asada this year and last year has gone from a teenager, sort of almost a Cupid doll teenager, into a sophisticated young lady. And it's just glorious to see. And Kimmie Meissner, just don't count this lady out ever. She is a wonderfully strong competitor, but the elegance and the line and the athletic ability of the Japanese and Korean gals are just, it's really mind-boggling, the qualities, the lyrical qualities, and the different styles that they bring to it. That's what intrigues me.
Should be a great night of skating. Straight ahead for the ladies. Check out the standings after this short. Yuna Kim with that high number and a lead of almost 4 over Miki Ando. Then Carolina Kostner from Italy. Kimmie Meissner a little more than 7 points back. Asada rounding out the top 5, and then Emily Hughes of the U.S. right behind that. And we get things underway with Joannie Rochette from Canada, 21 years of age and a 3-time Canadian national champ. Disappointing short program for her, though, in 16th with a number of 49.85. Remember, the leading number is almost 72, posted by Yuna Kim.
She has a beautiful style when she skates. She credits David Wilson, her choreographer, for the skater she is today. Very nice opening. She looks like she's really focusing. I think she wants to do a clean free skate here.
Downward spiral for her the last couple of years on the world scene, at least. She was 8th at Worlds in 04, 11th in 05, did finish 7th last year, but now 16th again, so she hadn't been able to stay near the top 5.
What we're seeing is a really steady, powerful, and secure performance. What we're not seeing is a flair that brings her up out of the general run. And that's what I think is holding her back. She needs something to excite the audience and excite the viewer and excite the person. It's very steady, you know, very nice. It just doesn't make you jump out of your seat.
To some of these moves that was very slow and the positions were not complete.
Must be difficult. I know it's their job, but when you come with high hopes, you end up 16th in the short program and you don't have a chance to medal. They go out there now and skate for 4 minutes in the free skate and be motivated.
But your motivation is to do your best, and that makes you really feel good, is when you give it your best shot. And she's skating very well, only one flaw in this performance so far.
She had another flaw there, that's for sure.
Was nice. I don't know if this music really brought out the best in Joannie's performance. I've seen her skate to music before that really brings out her personality, because she's a lovely skater.
And you better bring your A game if you're going to take on the Yuna Kimms, the Miki Andos, the Kostners, Meissners, Asadas today and have a chance of making it to the podium. Joannie Rochette, the 3-time Canadian champ, kicking off our show. Big night ahead. Last night of the actual competition here in Tokyo. Glad you're with us. The ISU World Figure Skating Championships are presented by Olay. Love the skin you're in. With a look at Tokyo Tower, that stands out, but it's just a maze of skyscrapers here and streets that seemingly go nowhere and everywhere. I don't know how they figure out how to get around if you're a cab driver here. Back at the ISU World Figure Skating Championships. What's a good score here in the free skate? Well, only 3 have ever scored higher than 130. Asada, Cohen, and Slutskaya. Very good. Top 3 if you're in the 120s, and then just below that, you've got a chance to contend perhaps for a medal, although the scores have been so high so far for the ladies in the short program. Joannie, Rochette from Canada, and there are the numbers, technical numbers, then the program components, the artistic side, 109.13. And the leader, Yuna Kim, is in the house. Back looks pretty good. She ran down those steps very well. She's got that nagging back problem, and it certainly didn't bother her in the short program, though. She'll take the ice a little bit later on with that final group. But right now, it's Alissa Czisny, 19 years of age, from Bowling Green, Ohio. Her first trip to the Senior World Championships. Remember, she captured the bronze medal in Spokane at the U.S. Nationals. Unless she's gone shopping or had some great sushi, she hasn't enjoyed this trip at all yet. She did not have a good performance in the short.
She really wants to redeem herself and skate like she knows she can, which can be very elegant and lyrical, and just beautiful. Very cautious going into her first jump, triple Lutz, very solid, double toe.
Good for her. Spins are usually her best thing.
Well, we get our first real good look at names like Yuna Kim and Asada on the world stage. Alissa Czisny's been skating against those skaters on the junior ranks at the Junior World Championships. Last year she came in 6th. She knows them well.
Music from the movie Sabrina starring Audrey Hepburn. Isn't she emphasizing that character?
You see the expression in her face. The costume is very understated, very simple, really relates to the style of this music.
One flaw, the one beauty mark that always used to mar the perfect face.
Unless you're Cindy Crawford.
She looks pretty cute.
Alissa Czisny is one of the most ephemeral skaters, the most ethereal skaters that I've seen. She floats across the ice. She has just the best lightness and elegance and line.
Solid effort here in the free skate. Good way to come back, too, for Alissa Czisny, who last year not only skated in the Grand Prix final in Tokyo, but skated in the Japan Open. And with the prize money there, what'd she do? She went and bought her first car. And, of course, it was a Honda Civic, headed by a Japanese car. Fitting. As we roll on here, more of the ladies, but up next, a look at the Pairs Championship. It was an impressive one. Come back to Tokyo with us. Competition ends tonight, but our coverage does not. We're back with you tomorrow afternoon, 5 o'clock Eastern time at the World Championships with the Exhibition Gala. Top performers here taking the ice with their special performances and no judges. All about entertainment. Meanwhile, in the kiss and cry, Alissa Czisny, there's the number, 147.74. A few things downgraded, and so currently in third place overall. And the top stars will take the ice a little bit later in the ladies' free skate. We'll get back to that, but we check out the pairs competition. Troubles early for the veterans. Petrova and Tikhonov from Russia forced to withdraw because of his leg injury. They were in 11th after the short program. More troubles for another top team. The Olympic silver medalists from China, Zhang and Zhang, they finished 5th. Brooke Castillo, Benjamin Okulski, the American champs, she suffered from the flu all week long. They barely made it out to the ice and end up in 12th place. The veterans from Poland saying goodbye after this event. Dorota and Mariusz Siudek, that was in the warm-up. He threw out his back. He's been dealing with that for months. What a horrible time to have it come back. He barely made it off the ice. They were in tears, and they could just manage to walk back out and wave goodbye, not the way they wanted to walk away from the sport. But there was no lack of drama in the competition in the race for the medals. When we come back, we'll check out China's best, out to regain their lost crown. Americans, Inouye and Baldwin looking for a first world medal. And a young Canadian team back from a near disaster on the ice last month. The pairs skate for the medals when we come back to Tokyo. There is a little basketball going on back home, by the way. The NCAA Women's Championship on ESPN and ESPN2 tomorrow. Number 1 seed Tennessee taking on 13 seed Marist, and Oklahoma against Ole Miss at 2:30 Eastern on ESPN2, the Dayton Regional there. Yuna Kim, it's her gold medal to win or lose. Still waiting to take the ice. Emily Hughes also here in the building in 6th place. Great chance for her here in Tokyo, too. Yuna Kim, Miki, Ando, Carolina Kostner, your top 3. Meissner just out of that. Then Asada from Japan and Emily Hughes. The race to the top continues in Tokyo.
A rose will fall, a heart will rise. But first, fragility against the ice. Invisible thread between success and sorrow at the World Figure Skating Championships.
The shade you bought, not the one you thought? Here's the one you should have got, True Blend. CoverGirl True Blend foundations and pressed powders match 97% of skin tones, so you just can't miss. True Blend matches so seamlessly, you don't know where your makeup ends and your own skin begins. We guarantee it, or your money back. And now, new True Blend powders with minerals. Magic for an instant healthy glow. True Blend can't miss makeup from easy breezy, beautiful CoverGirl.
If you could travel like this for the same price as this, why wouldn't you?
It's the same with auto insurance. With discounts up to 40%, it's possible to get the personal service of a State Farm agent for the same or less than those other guys. Call an agent 24/7 or visit statefarm.com.
ISU World Figure Skating Championships are presented by Olay. Love the skin you're in. The old train here, the bullet train, gets you there very quickly. And Kimmie Meissner took it here. She's in the building, the reigning world champ. Miki Ando, the only woman ever to do a quad. Will she do one tonight? Yuna Kim, though, your leader after the short program, trying to become the first skater from Korea to win a world title. But on the ice right now, the veteran, 27 years of age from Moscow, trying to do something for Russia here in the ladies' event. Not much is going on at all. Elena Sokolova, who won a silver medal back in 2003, just out of the top 10.
Inside edges without much footwork into these jumps, and that was not a reach back and a double toe,
triple toe attempt, but two-footed.
When do you think the last time was that we didn't have a Russian lady skater in the top 10 at Worlds?
Early 1990s.
I told you it before. I just wanted to see if you remember. 1993 was the last time.
Well, I know because I was there.
And you think about Russian skating and where it is right now. This could be the first time since 1960 that there's no Russian skater on the podium at the World Championships in any discipline. It has changed, the landscape certainly. Irina Slutskaya, one of the top names in the world, but taking some time off. There are reports in Russia that she had retired. She said, no, that's not true, that she stepped away for the time being. Sokolova, the best hope now, and she's in 11th.
Interestingly, I think both Plushenko and Slutskaya will come back in another year because of the pressure on them from the Russian Federation for needing top skaters. Unfortunately, the delay out and the period out will hurt them because the other skaters have advanced so rapidly.
Plushenko's gotten involved in politics in Russia, but his coach, Alexei Mishin, says that he is definitely coming back.
Wow, that's certainly not an extended position.
She looks very slow, like to see her present to the audience a little bit more. She's very into herself. Nice triple loop.
I know some people like that.
She's been the bad girl of Russian skating. The Federation has yelled at her for very lackadaisical training and for making a lot of promises that she doesn't keep. And she certainly doesn't look like she's in the greatest of condition.
And the other name people may wonder about, Victoria Volchkova, who's been, near the top many times. She finished 5th at the Russian National Championships this year. So Sokolova carries the banner for Russian skating. And good performance, bad performance, the ever-present smile at the end from her. That doesn't go away. Well, the numbers for Elena Sokolova from Russia, and then the stars will take the ice for the free skate. Now Asada in 5th, needing a comeback. Yukari Nakano, another skater from Japan, is next. And Kimmie Meissner currently in 4th. Back to tell you about our coverage continuing here in Tokyo. Tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern Time, the judges go home, skaters stay, at least the top names. It's the exhibition gala. Their special performances here at the World Figure Skating Championships presented by Olay. Elena Sokolova, Viktor Kudryavtsev, her coach. Sokolova's number 149.77, currently in 5th.
Nakano Yukari-san, Nippon. Currently in 7th place, representing Japan, Yukari Nakano.
And here is the first skater of the night that we will see that legitimately, as she takes the ice, thinks that she could win or at least make it to the podium. Yukari Nakano, 21 years of age, from Japan.
She's quite a jumper. She is opening, I think, with a triple axel. She did it in the warm-up here. Here's the takeoff. She did at least 2 or 3 in the warm-up very nicely, really clean. So she is capable of doing that.
That's a very, very expensive miss. The point markdown will be quite extravagant. And again, the degree of execution on that will also be affected by that wrap of her free leg.
It is very distracting, but she did complete the jump. Beautiful position there.
The point being, if she rotated the 3.5 times, it won't be downgraded, so she won't lose as many points. Nakano, remember, only one of 6 ladies who have ever done that jump. That's how rare it is.
And she didn't do it tonight.
Right.
And now you saw her wrap on that triple flip, and watch, she does not do this in the triple Salchow. Very nice, neat feet in the air.
That's because the free leg is in such a position at the entrance to a Salchow that it can't turn into a wrap. That's why it's held away.
There on that flying sit spin. double salchow. Much prettier jump. Double toe, double loop.
Nice position, good centering, good speed, very steady spin. Spin only begins to travel at the end. There's just not enough tension there at all.
The spinal double axel.
The toughest part for the Japanese ladies, maybe just making the world team. Think about it. Asada, Ando, Yukari, Nakano. So tough that the reigning world silver medalist, Fumie Suguri, didn't make the team. She was fourth at Japanese Nationals.
It's an enormously deep training period here.
And this was very gutsy of her to try this triple axel in this program. She just did not get the lift in that takeoff to be able to really complete that landing and check it out. But she did complete the revolutions.
So the first triple axel of the night from the top ladies, and the count is 0 for 1. Emily Hughes getting ready, and final group. We're going to decide the gold tonight here in Tokyo. Back here in Tokyo, Yukari Nakano. That's the number she needs to lead. We'll see that the rest of the night. What they need to lead, 100.19. The 1 point mandatory deduction for the fall, and there's the number overall.
Yeah, and she did not get the credit for that triple axel attempt.
So she was downgraded on that, didn't get around the 3.5 times. So the final group of ladies take the ice to settle the gold medal issue here in Tokyo. Kimmie Meissner, the defending champ, among them Yuna Kim, the leader after the short program, 71.95. Almost 72 points in the short program, the highest number ever posted by a lady. And overall, it was an extraordinary night watching that short program here. The ladies' short program at the World Championships. 45 women competing from 37 countries. But tonight, the eyes of Tokyo will focus on the final two groups, which include 3 Japanese ladies and 1 defending champion. But this night is also full of surprises. And the first is Italy's Carolina Kostner.
I did my best and it was pretty good.
It's no surprise to see Kimmie Meissner skate a clean program. And after all, that's the key to surviving the short program. Just stay on your feet. South Korea's Yuna Kim has been nursing nagging back injuries and even considered pulling out of the event altogether. But with the help of her coach, Brian Orser, and a few anti-inflammatories, everyone will get a chance to see her skate.
That was pretty good.
It's more than pretty good. The 16-year-old Kim set a new world record for short program points. Nakano, Asada, Hughes, they all skated well. But it was Miki Ando who answered the call of her country. In a night full of surprises, it's Kim, Ando, and Kostner atop the standings heading into the free skate. Korea, Japan, and Italy represented in that top three. The last time there was not an American lady on the podium at the World Championships, 1994. So Kimmie Meissner is trying to keep that string going. Emily Hughes could do it. She's currently in 6th place, and certainly bronze medal position not outside of her reach. But Yuna Kim is the leader. You couldn't be any more impressive than she was in the short program, at least numbers wise.
Yeah, she was breathtaking in the short program. She really came alive when the music started. She has polish, she has the jumps, she really has a whole package.
Had a great practice earlier today too. How about Asada, Dave?
Oh, she's lovely. I mean, there's such a difference between her this year and last year. Look at how quietly sophisticated and elegant she is, and look at that, the lightness, the fact that she does the jump and opens up in the air. This is impressive skating.
Kimmie Meissner, the defending champ, certainly hasn't gotten most of the attention here, but plenty of it. No one's forgotten about her.
Well, she is probably the best competitor of all of these ladies that are here. She has that good head on her shoulders, but she needs to land her triples, and the free skate is her favorite.
You talked earlier today about how it's great to go outside and be that popular and have autograph seekers and here in Tokyo, halfway across the globe. And here's a look at the skate order, Peggy. Carolina Kostner leads it off. Then Emily Hughes, Yuna Kim, Asada. They go back to back. That's a great rivalry developing. Also with Kimmie Meissner and Miki Ando. She's last to skate. She can wait to see whether or not she needs to put the quad in. Kostner's the European champ. She'll kick it off, that final group, when we come back to Tokyo for the gold medal here at the World Championships. Right now, let's take a look at an Ole ice move, courtesy of Kurt Browning.
When you're watching a competitive skater perform their program, there's obvious ways they're getting points with elements like jumps, spins, and footwork. But they're also very aware of how they link those elements together because it's important. It's called transitions, and the transitions also get a mark. Here's some things that they could use to beef up that transition mark. Maybe some 1-foot footwork out of the spin and lots of speed, gaining lots of edges, and maybe a jump of some kind, like a half loop or maybe a split jump. Now, lots of lean. How about a bower? How about a spiral? Or maybe a beautiful inside spread eagle. Now, Asada has a fantastic transition into her hard triple axel. 1-foot footwork, and then straight into the jump. That is a great transition.
Placing third after the short program, representing Italy, Carolina Kostner.
Mr. Browning's got some fancy footwork to this day, doesn't he?
He does.
Still can get it done out there, and he tells me that the Lutz jump is the key for Carolina Kostner. Here she is from Italy in 3rd place after the short program and less than 5 points out of the lead. The European champ in 2007.
best quality to Carolina's skating is her tremendous speed that she gets over the ice and going into these jumps, a lot of height. Opening with a triple flip. Oh. That's not a good beginning.
Well, this has certainly cooked her goose as far as trying to get on the, the podium with the. You cannot suffer these two major failures.
Very pretty triple loop.
She's an elegant, lovely skater, but there lies the problem.
Before. That was back in 2005 when she won the bronze, one of only 2 medals that Italian ladies have won at the World Championships. But remember, she spent most of this season away from the ice. She tore ligaments in her left ankle. She had skated in some shows leading up to the Italian Nationals, but that's been it since last year's Worlds.
On these spiral sequences. A steady edge.
There has to be a glow about a skater's performance. There has to be a real presentation, a real moment of lifting the spirit. And major falls and major mistakes just destroy that aura of that performance.
Well, for everyone, not only her, but the audience as well.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Now her final combination spin here. Very disappointing for her.
You know, I sometimes wonder whether it's faulty technique that doesn't stand you in good stead when the pressure mounts.
Well, I think she has good technique, but I think her nerves get the best. I think the nerves get the best of her.
Carolina Kostner was very good in the short program, not here in the free skate. Emily Hughes will be out there next. She had a personal best in the short. And then after her, it's Yuna Kim. She's been in the building longer than anyone preparing. Carolina Kostner, remember, she was the first of really the skaters who have a chance to win, to take the ice in the short program. Posted a high number, thought it might hold up for a long time, but it didn't. 101.77 with a mandatory 1-point deduction here. Disappointing free skate. There's no doubt about it.
Well, it was just way off the mark. It seems to me that you really have to be in such a height level that you can drop at least 25%.
And look at this, guys. I didn't even notice this at first. It's actually a dead heat. It's a tie for first.
Oh, my gosh.
168.92 with Nakano. Wow.
Well, that's going to change.
Yes, it will. So next, from New York, Emily Hughes here in Tokyo, and her dad, John, the only one in the family who's here with him. And guess what? He hides from us everywhere, and up until we found him in every arena all over the world. Just a moment ago, we found him. We didn't think we had him. We got you, John.
That's a credit to him.
Nice family. Opening jump is a double axel. Nice solid landing, very steady. Nothing delicate about her skating. She's very powerful and really gives it her all. But she has to focus on these elements, these jumps here, triple flip.
Did you notice how she sort of slammed the turn, slammed the foot into the ice? And that really, she hasn't had trouble with that really that much this year.
I think sometimes when you get nervous, you rush things. You rush the timing. Now she's got to settle down and focus. She really pushed through that. Looks a little bit slow. Not the usual energy that we see.
Just to clear something up, it is Yukari Nakano who has the lead right now, because though they're tied numbers-wise, she and Kostner, it's the free skate that breaks that tie, and she finished ahead of Kostner in the free skate.
Determined look on her face going into that triple toe, double toe. Very careful.
It's almost as if she is lacking in energy, as though she needs more stamina to be able to push at this particular point, not making it all the way through.
Seems to be in slow motion. Very out of character. Looks like she's really struggling on every single jump and every element of this program.
There's no lightness to it. There's no bounce in the air.
You can see her breathing there, preparing for this last triple Salchow.
Again, a wide swinging free leg.
Yeah, John likes it. Leading the charge up there.
Well, she did do 5 triples in this program, so it was pretty solid, but it had no life. It was a type of number that was out of character of what Emily usually does.
She's always been somebody who just flies through it with such energy and such charm and such wonderful sort of enthusiasm for what she's doing. It wasn't there tonight. And this triple flip that she did, I mean, it really was quite unusual for her. Now, watch the turn, the 3-turn, the slip. Now, look at the slam right there. And the land, the foot slipped right out of her. She was fully turns, but didn't work.
But then she came right back and did this beautiful triple Lutz, a little struggle on the landing, double toe, double loop. So she was determined to turn this around.
So she'll go to the kiss and cry. We'll check her numbers in just a moment, and then it's your leader after the short, Yuna Kim.
Perfection approached, artistry rewarded. At the World Figure Skating Championships.
And Yuna Kim will be the next one to skate here. How will the back hold up? 4 minutes, a lot longer than that short program. She was fine in the short, had acupuncture treatments earlier today. Peter Carruthers told us as he talked to Brian Orser, her coach. Meanwhile, here's Emily Hughes, Bonnie Retzkin, her coach since she was 4 years old.
And they have a great relationship. They're close on the training schedules and close off the ice. They're friends as well.
Program components much higher than the technical elements. And the deduction 98.18. She had 3 different jumps, by the way, as I look at the numbers even more closely over here on our computer, that were downgraded, which doesn't help at all. Emily currently in 5th.
21番、ヨナ・キミさん、大韓民国。Currently in first place, representing the Republic of Korea, Yuna
Yuna
Kim.
Kim, 16 years of age, too young to be at these events last year, certainly the Olympics, but here she is leading after the short program, having posted the highest number we've seen under this system, which is now 5 years old.
Young lady just transforms herself when the music begins. She just blossoms. She is an incredible performer, and she's opening with a triple combination. Very nice triple flip, triple toe, equally as high. Each jump was very, very neat, very complete.
But what elegance and lightness there was in the landing. It finished in the air, and then it settled down. That's a rare ability.
Triple toe.
Layback. That's not the prettiest of positions by any means.
Speed, but that's a nice position.
This also may be what she is protecting from hurting her back any further.
Serpentine footwork here. Very much in the character of this music, choreographed by David Wilson.
could see the balance on that going in, that she was off the center of her line. That was you could tell that right before it happened.
This has opened the door for the ladies to come.
And I'm not saying that it is the back, but remember that we talked about that.
For her not to be able to do a triple Lutz is just, sort of avoiding the issue. Nice triple Salchow, though. And even that she fell out of the combination. Oh, this is sad.
It's a wide open affair now.
She's very brave to do what she did out there. She's still a very lovely skater. I hope that her back will heal.
I mean, this is the name of the game when you're in competition. It's when you do it that counts, and you hate to be tough about it, but it's a disappointing moment.
But we made the point early on. 4 minutes is a lot longer than the maximum of, 250 you have in the short. You're thinking about the required elements. It's a long free skate. And will the back hold up? Will the conditioning hold up? Hasn't been able to practice as much. But the rest of the group here, Asada is next. They now believe they have a great shot of taking the gold medal here in Tokyo.
But there's got to be a reason for this.
A reminder, the NCAA Women's Championship presented on ESPN by Orbitz comes your way tomorrow. Tennessee Marist on ESPN at noon Eastern, then Oklahoma and Ole Miss at 2:30 Eastern on ESPN2. ESPN, your exclusive home of the NCAA Women's Championship. Asada in 5th place, but as we said, it's wide open now. She's got a great chance. She's from Japan. So is Shizuka Arakawa, the Olympic gold medalist, who's watching her doing television, and Midori Ito, the '89 world champ, who was just inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Well, congratulations
Frank Carroll
to her
as well, too.
Yes.
Our congratulations to Frank. Now the numbers, Dick. And you were saying there's a reason for this.
There's got to be a reason. Either it is a total collapse of competitive spirit, or it's her back problem. I'm not sure which. Those jumps were too easy for her to do. She was floating through much more difficult. There's a reason for this.
But also the pressure of being in first place.
Well, that was the other point.
And her first world championship.
That's what I said. If she blew it apart, the nerves for the first time.
Currently in 5th place, representing Japan, Asada.
The Yuna Kim is in first, but now the top guns taking aim. Asada, 16 years old, from Nagoya, Japan, who now lives and trains in Lake Arrowhead, California, in 5th after the short. But remember, the numbers are the things that matter right now. 61.32, so about 10.5 points, a little more than that, out of the lead after the short. Great rivalry with Yuna Kim.
This young lady has a very gentle, regal quality with her command of the ice. Very light, and she is opening with a triple axel. She's been practicing it in the warm-up, and here it comes right here.
And look at this entrance to it.
Might have been a little two-footed, but it was beautiful, good height. Very nice, very gutsy.
Ooh, 2 foot.
Triple combination here, triple flip, triple loop. Very well done. And we have a smile on her face. She deserves that.
What a nice smile, too.
She had him at Konnichiwa.
How charming.
I think the audience was holding their breath. You couldn't hear a pin drop. I mean, it was unbelievable.
How marvelous for her. How much she's changed in just the last year. She's developed into a mature young lady, sophisticated young 16-year-old.
And I think that the relief that it's over, those are tears of relief.
What a juxtaposition, too. You saw the background very quickly there. Kimmie Meissner about to step out onto the ice. Her moment a year ago in Calgary when she was flying. She was in the zone. Everything came together. I know it wasn't her home country. I know her home country wasn't in the midst of skating madness like they are here in Japan. but off comes Asada. Onto the ice goes Meissner. Asada having a moment, 4 minutes of it, that's going to live for a long time in her memory and in everyone's memory who's sitting here tonight.
And this was a wonderful moment in her program. Very gutsy. Look at the height. Nice, complete revolutions, but she did two-foot it. And here, later in the program, a double axel, and now stepping right up into a triple toe and kind of messed up that landing. Two-footed that.
And this triple Lutz. Look at the extension of the leg, the tightness of the leg, the zip up, no separation in the movements of those jumps. Just wonderful.
Rafael Artunian could barely watch. Wait for these now. She needs 124 plus, almost 125, and she's done that already. In fact, her personal best is over 130. So let's see the numbers. The crowd's starting to see them and reacting already. 133.13, more than enough. She doesn't realize it yet.
And she did get credit for that triple axel.
Just a grade of execution was marked down because of the double foot. Still gave her 6.5 in the score for that. Very, very nice.
Asada's on top, and by plenty. The best free skate score ever. So we saw the highest short program score from Yuna Kim, and now Asada goes off the charts in the free skate. Wow.
And you know what? I wouldn't absolutely give, but the best possibility to Kimmie Meissner, I have a feeling that she'll do very well, that she'll rise to this occasion. She's that kind of a competitor.
Now, remember last year she was in third after the short program and came up big in the free skate. And Peggy, you mentioned it, maybe the best quality that she has is the competitive side of her.
Absolutely. And I think in a situation like this is where, you know, she does shine. And I hope I don't jinx that by saying this, but, you know, she knows what she has to do. She can settle herself and focus on what she needs to get done. Opening with a triple here.
And down.
Triple combination, triple flip, triple toe.
Very slow. Didn't flow out very rapidly with a quick turn on the end.
But she got the job done. Here in this combination spin, good speed.
The spin, though, that is traveling, it needs to be more centered.
her stretch and holding these moves out longer, feeling the music. These steady edges.
Very careful entrance.
And difficult, too. For doing these triples in the second half of this program. Very solid. She did 5 triples in that program. She really fought through it. She kept her focus and got the job done. And I think she really showed a little improvement in her artistry as well.
The program was very steady. It didn't fly. It didn't really blast forward. I think that the level that the audience was brought up to by the previous skater, Asada, was at one level. She did not maintain or sustain that level, but it was a very steady, workmanlike, and secure program with the exception of the one mistake at the beginning. Very, very nice, and she should be proud.
She didn't wilt, but she didn't take it and run either.
Well, this was the only mistake she made in this program, this triple Lutz at the very beginning. Put her hand down. That was supposed to be a triple-triple combination, but she refocused and went on.
And this triple flip, triple toe, very tight legs, very easy. And, you know, it was good, you see, but there was a very little tight flow out of it, which was not the best. But it was okay.
And here at the end of the program, this very nice double axel, double toe, double loop. Very nice and strong. She really kept fighting throughout this program. That's what you need to do.
She would need a little higher score than she actually received last year in Calgary to take the lead. That's a tall order. And Asada talking to the media already. She's your leader, maybe the gold medalist, but Meissner's marks and one more skater to go. Well, it took a long time just to walk a couple of blocks to the practice rink from the hotel. So many kids out there screaming your name and wanting autographs. She said she couldn't believe it. All right, here you go. That's what she needs, 129.79. And not close to that, 115.56. So Kimmie not only on top, but currently in third. It's Asada, Yuna Kim, and Kimmie Meissner. Those 3 names all the way through those next Olympic Games are going to be mentioned often, and there'll be great rivalries.
We're going to see some good skating.
Comes down to this.
Ando, representing Japan, Miki Ando.
Miki Ando from Japan, 19 years of age, from Nagoya. And in second after the short. All right, after Asada did what she did, remember Miki Ando was waiting to see whether or not to put the quad in. She's done it before. She's the only lady to have done it. It's been a long time since she's landed it, though. We'll see.
She's been doing them in practice. She has a very strong, polished program. Opening with the triple Lutz, triple loop. Good start. do the quad, it will be right here, this Salchow. No, only a triple. Very nicely done triple.
Not a distinguished spiral combination. A little bit wobbly there. It's almost as though she's lacking in security tonight.
Or maybe feeling the pressure. With all of these difficult jumps. Now they're all out of the way.
She looks a little bit relieved at this point.
She's skating very well. This program is well choreographed by Nikolai Morozov. Nice costume. And she also has beige skates to give her a longer line. Her coach suggested that. I think that was a nice suggestion. Really helped her artistry. Satisfying is that?
But very nice.
Very nice.
Home team against home team.
Oh,
it comes down to that.
I think that the question is, how many points was she ahead? And
little more
how will that affect the marks that she's given now?
A little more than 6.5 ahead.
I know, but
going into the free skate.
Which is not that much.
Right. And she needs a number that she hasn't hit before, but with what she had in the program, she could get it.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. Either way, two skaters from Japan who leave the ice saying, I did everything that I could do. Now it's up to the numbers. Asada is going to stick around to see if she won gold. Miki Ando won a World Junior title in 2004. Asada won the World Junior title in 2005. Who will win it at the senior level here now in Tokyo?
Well, she certainly skated very well. She really came up to the plate with the performance.
She did. She met the moment. She did all she could do.
It was strangely lacking in an excitement in comparison, I think, to Asada.
But it was clean, it was steady.
Oh, it was lovely performance.
So that's what she needs, 126.48, 67.66. And and it looks like she's going to do it. She does. 127.11, and she jumps ahead of Asada. It's Miki Ando who wins the world title. Now she knows it.
What an exciting moment for her. What a moment.
It's the first time that Japan has put two ladies on the podium at the World Championships. Just by her reaction, when she left the ice, it looked like in her mind, I did everything I could do, but I just didn't get there. Asada was great. And then the moment she saw it, it all came out.
The whole thing was a result of the point systems and the way those points work with what was done in the first program and the second program.
Mao's reaction backstage, on the other hand, at that moment, so close. So Asada ends up in second. Yuna Kim ends up as the bronze medalist, but it's Miki Ando who ends up on top. Back here in Tokyo with a reminder. Saturday, April 14th, the entire U.S. World Team, along with Olympic silver medalist Sasha Cohen, will skate at the Marshall's U.S. Figure Skating Showcase. That's on ABC at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. Well, Miki Ando, a lot of people gave up on her here in Japan after coming in 15th at the Olympics, and now here she is, the gold medalist, an emotional one at that, here at the Worlds. So it's Ando, then Asada wins the silver. Japan, the top two spots. Yuna Kim, the first ever medal at Worlds for a Korean skater. Kimmie Meissner ends up in 4th place, and Peter Carruthers has caught up with her now.
To be a world champion and skate after a performance like Mao Asada's, what was that experience like?
You know, it was pretty difficult. The crowd's going crazy, and I mean, she's in her home country. You know, it was hard. I had to try and focus myself and like calm down, and it took a jump to get into the program. Definitely wasn't my best performance, but I will do better.
You said you're going to go back to the drawing table, regroup, and maybe do something a little different that's more like you. What did you mean by that?
Kind of go back to some different music. This music was both my short and my long. I'd never really skated this kind of music, so this whole year was kind of about learning how to move to that, and maybe I'll go try something that I know I can skate to and come back strong next year.
You bet. Something in your comfort zone. Thank you so much. Terry?
All right, Peter. So Kimmie not able to bottle that magic she had in Calgary a year ago. Miki Ando, Peggy, I'm not sure it was a magical performance, but she got the job done out there.
Well, it was very steady, and she really took her time with every element. And this very first triple combination set the tone. This triple Lutz, triple loop. It was just very solid and really, I think, gave her some confidence.
And this combination of a triple toe loop, double loop, again, neat, clean, not inspiring, and not particularly beautiful in any form or another, but very well, very nicely done, and it did the job.
And sitting and kiss and cry when she saw the numbers, saw the placement, I think as much as anything, sheer shock. And she is now standing by with Peter Carruthers. Pete?
World champion Miki Ando from Japan. What do you think?
I was so nervous, but after long program, it's feeling just so good, and then I get gold medal. It's so exciting and it's so happy. Just this feeling.
And she won it by less than a point. Well, it's the first time since '94 that the U.S. didn't put anyone on the podium in ladies skating at Worlds, but with Meissner's 4th place finish and Hughes' 9th place finish, Alissa Czisny came in 15th. They will send 3 skaters to the World Championships in ladies skating next year. We'll come back to wrap things up in just a moment. The ISU World Figure Skating Championships are presented by Olay. Love the skin you're in. Well, Mao Asada was one mistake, maybe a 2-footed jump away from winning the gold medal. That was her reaction. Peter Carruthers asked her about the emotion of coming in second.
I'm a little bit sad, but now I'm very happy.
Well, you made your nation proud. Congratulations, Mao Asada. You're delightful. Thank you.
All right, Peter. Yeah, the emotion of that and the pressure of skating here at home. So we wrap up our coverage of the competition. Shui Shen Hongbo Zhao, the gold medalist in pairs. Kimmie Meissner not able to repeat this year. It was Miki Ando edging out Yuna Kim and Asada for the gold medal in ladies. Albena Denkova, Maxime Stavisky in dance. Brian Joubert, your men's champion. So far, our entire ESPN crew. For Dick Button, Peggy Fleming, Peter Carruthers, Kurt Browning, Susie Wynn, I'm Terry Gannon. Make sure you join us again tomorrow. We're back.